Hey YouTube, it's just me, Ted, 1969, and we're on my well-lit work desk, and I'm waiting for some other videos to upload, and I picked one of my sand people. I think I said I had 3 sandies. Yeah, 1 to display on the card and 2 to open. This is one of them. The card's a bit mangled down here in the corner, and I think the board maybe got a bit warped in the trip there. It was a hot card today. We did make stops at about a half a dozen Walmarts, much to my partner's chagrin. And, you know, when you've got an 8-hour drive at the best of times without many stops, it added a little bit to it. But it was interesting just to see the different inventories between northern New Brunswick and the valley of Nova Scotia here. So we stopped at Walmart's, 1 in Bathurst, 1 in Miramichi, New Brunswick, 2 in Moncton, New Brunswick, and we stopped in Truro, Nova Scotia. We stopped in Sackville, Nova Scotia, and in Moncton we also went to the Toys R Us. So that was the recap. I'm really excited to open the sand person here, the Tusken Raider, and he comes with the big long blaster, which is pretty cool, the blaster rifle. The gaffy stick seems to actually have 3 pieces to it, so it's got the mace-like end here, and then it's got another kind of a mace-like end, but more of a weighted one, I would suspect. And then it's got this end here with the blade part. So I guess you can kind of maybe mix and match some of that. So I think with different raiders, especially if I had 2 or 3 of them, what's going to be cool is I'm going to be able to actually you know, have a different type of gaffy stick for them, and maybe one with a blaster, one with one kind of a gaffy stick, and one with the other kind of configuration. And I think, you know, with those 3 pieces, you could almost get another Tusken Raider with a different one again. So that would be kind of cool, and maybe you can do something slightly different with those robes. I've already gone ahead with my Leatherman tool here and opened the cards up, and I did my best to kind of preserve things as good as I could anyway, even though it's, you know, been rendered more or less a beater card. So let's take a look and see if we can have a closer look at things here. Oh yeah, look at that stick right there. So that's one part of it. And okay, so female end there for inserting the other pieces. It's going to let me do it here. It's hard to do this when you're holding a phone. Now I know how the professional YouTubers have those cameras that they could just mount. So okay, I'm going to take this away here, and it's going to look funny off screen for a quick moment. Something like that. Something like that. I want to say it goes in there like that. Okay, that doesn't look like it's going to hold very well, but that's the idea, I guess. So, and not super straight, but not super rigid either. So maybe some soaking in hot water might fix that, but that looks to be more or less good. And I mean, these things are something they're going to be clubbing your local gentry on the side of the head with, and they're going to be beating on the Jawa sand crawlers. So I don't know how straight you'd expect those things to stay in real life anyway if it was a real raider. So there's that piece, and let's see if we can get this. I'm just going to set the phone down for a second while we do this. So let's see if this piece is going to come out here. Hopefully you guys can watch this while the phone's up. Yeah, there's that next piece. We'll look at that in a second. Get the blaster out while the phone's up. The other piece out. Oh, get the Raider out. Nope, to do that, we're going to need make a nice delicate incision. necessary to use that much plastic in this day and age. Okay, and he's got again the traditional... Oh, okay. So he's a little bit knock-kneed or pigeon-toed here, as the saying goes. Hopefully he'll be able to stand up properly. Hasbro, do a better job with the feet on these things. My God, like how are they supposed to stand? Beautiful articulation, but not really functional, sadly. Anyway, I'll try and hack around on that. So, now that he's open, we're seeing the cloth goods outer robe. We're seeing some plastic inner robes. We're seeing the plastic harness, bandoliers, and the detail. The detail on the face is quite beautiful and striking. Quite well painted, I find. And yeah, that's looking pretty cool there. So he's got his 4 parts there. And the legs themselves seem to go up as individual pieces like a normal figure, and just with this robe here must be I'm assuming Obi-Wan's robe. Young Clone Wars Obi-Wan would be similar, although I don't actually have him yet, so yeah, sort of something like that. So that is Mr. Tusken Raider. To look at his equipment, the blaster rifle's got a bit of a bend to it, but that's not impossible to work out and fix. Nice painting on it. See if I can get it over on this so it'll look a little bit better. So the paint on it seems attractive. And it's got a scope, so you can do those sniping shots of the pod races. And yeah, I think he looks like a serious individual threat there. So there's the Gaddafi stick with one of the options. And it comes with these other 2 ends here as well to choose from. So I like that they're different colors. And I like that they have the different features on them. So that gives you some real flexibility with them if you're army building these guys. So that's something to keep out. And yeah, I'm not sure, Hasbro, that we needed all that extra plastic bits with the environmental stories we're hearing today. Whales washing ashore with their stomachs full of this stuff. So please consider that, Hasbro. We do love receiving these figures attractively packaged, but it would be nice to do so with less plastic. Maybe some hemp string, for example. Next we'll take a look at the Jawa here, who I've likewise cut open, but I think at 8 minutes long for this video, I'm going to cut that into a second video, and I'll wrap up this video with a sneak preview of them, and I'll come back in just a few moments. So again, it's just me, Ted, 1969, and we've been looking at the Tusken Raider and his Gaffy stick and blaster rifle accessories. This is part of Hasbro Star Wars 40th Anniversary Wave 2, which seems to be just making the rounds in greater availability. Hope you're all able to find these guys. Get as many as you can. It's a great looking figure. May the Force be with you.